Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the backspace string compare question. Given two strings s and t, return true if they are equal when both are typed into empty text editors. Hashtag or pound, I'm going to be calling it hashtag though, means a backspace character. Note that after backspacing an empty text, the text will continue empty. So example 1, AB hashtag C, AD hashtag C, they both become AC, so it's true. These will eventually both erase all the characters, so they're both empty string, which is also true. This will make it C compared to B, which is false. So edge cases here. If S is none or T is none, then I'm going to return false. In this case, with the constraints, we don't have, we will never run into this because we will always guarantee to have at least one length. But in an interview, you should always clarify what you want to do in these types of scenarios. And yeah, so we're going to now initialize variables, which is s result equals the t result, which is equal to this. And so this is just going to be whatever our resulting string is after running through the string. And so iterate through s and compute result. Okay, so for I in range of the length of s, here we're going to do if s sub I is equal to the hashtag, we're going to execute backspace here, which is s result. Result is equal to s result this, and else. So which is, it's not a backspace character, and so we're going to append whatever character we're currently looking at, and we're going to do the same thing through t and compute result. For I in range of the length of t, we're going to do if t sub I is equal to the hashtag, we're going to do t result equals t result this indexing thing. This just gets rid of the last character in whatever string. And so else we're going to do t result plus equals t sub I. And at the very end, return s result is equal to t result. And that should work. Yeah, so okay, so this is the O of one space solution. So I'm not gonna type this one out. I just took it from my friend, but basically, this is the initialized variables part. You want to go from right to left for every string, and then so while you don't actually finish every string, you want to find the next valid character in each string. So here, we'll just run through this example, right? So for S, you'll get to C, and then since it's not a backspace, you don't increment the amount of backspaces, and you don't have any backspaces, so then you just break, and then you just return the index, which just gives you the index of C. Same thing for this other string here. You compare, since none of them are at -1 yet, we don't return true. Since not one of them are at -1, we don't return false. Since at the index we're currently at, they're both the same character, we don't return false. And so now we just do whatever index we are at -1, because we don't need to look at the same index, right? So you do -1, same thing for both, so they would both be at the hashtag now. And then so we go through the loop again, and so now that since it is a hashtag, we will increment amount of backspaces by 1, and then we'll decrease our index by 1, so we'll go to B and D now for both of these run-throughs. And so since it's not a backspace character, but now we do want to decrement, but now since we have a backspace stored, we can ignore this character, right? So we just decrement our amount of backspaces variable, and then we'll just go to the next character, which is now A and A. And then since it's not a backspace character and we don't have any backspaces stored, we return the index of A's, so it would be both zeros. And so since none of these conditions hold true again, we compare the characters, which are both A, so we don't return false. And so at both index 0, we go to -1, -1. And since they both equal -1, makes this condition not true. So we'll just return true here, right? And so just to show that it works for everything, here it is. And this is the O of 1 space solution, because the only thing we ever store are pointers for like the index at which we are currently at. And when we run through this part as well, it's always just this one variable, which is whether or not we have backspaces, right? And then so this is an O of 1 space solution, which could be asked as a follow-up in your interview if like this is your only question in that interview.